The psychology of money. What if I told you that financial success has less to do with spreadsheets and more to do with behavior? Less IQ, more EQ. Less stock picks, more self-awareness. That's the central message of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. A book that doesn't just teach you how money works, but how your mind reacts to it. Housel invites us to explore the deep emotional and psychological layers that shape our financial decisions. Because when it comes to money, most of us don't operate like economists. We operate like humans. Flawed, fearful, optimistic, emotional. Understanding that truth is the beginning of true financial intelligence. Let's unpack the emotional side of wealth, and in doing so, gain clarity that lasts longer than any market trend. Chapter 1. No one's crazy. Housel opens with a bold and beautiful truth. Everyone is doing the best they can with what they know. Money is not handled in a vacuum. It's handled through the filter of your personal story. If you grew up during a recession, you might hoard cash. If you were raised with abundance, you might take bold risks. Neither is wrong. Both are human. Before we criticize someone's financial decisions, we need to understand their context, their fears, their beliefs, their past. This chapter is a call to empathy. Financial wisdom doesn't just come from knowing the right answers. It comes from knowing that no two people ask the same questions. Chapter 2. Luck and risk. We love stories of success. We idolize the billionaires, but we forget the thousands who tried and failed. Yes, Bill Gates became one of the richest men in the world. But what about his classmates? Just as smart, just as curious, who didn't become billionaires? Luck matters, so does risk. We often underestimate both. You can make a great decision and still lose. You can make a reckless decision and still win. That's why humility is vital. Diversification isn't just a financial strategy, it's an emotional one. It helps protect us from the illusion of control. You don't need to win every time. You just need to survive long enough to stay in the game. Chapter 3. Saving is more powerful than investing. Many people chase the highest returns. They obsess over stocks, timing, and trends. But Housel reminds us, saving is a superpower because it's fully within your control. You don't need a perfect portfolio to become wealthy. You just need the discipline to save consistently. And you don't have to earn a lot to save a lot. It's not your income that builds wealth. It's your behavior. Saving isn't just about money. It's about flexibility, freedom, options. It's the cushion that allows you to say no. And sometimes, that's the smartest financial move you'll ever make. Chapter 4. Reasonable beats. Rational. Humans aren't spreadsheets. We are feelings, desires, fears, dreams. That's why financial decisions shouldn't be strictly rational. They should be reasonable. They should make sense for you, your values, and your long-term peace of mind. You might pay off a low-interest mortgage even when the math says to invest instead. That's not irrational. It's personal. Wealth that's emotionally sustainable is more valuable than wealth that looks good on paper but feels like stress. Behavior that you can stick to beats brilliance that burns out. Chapter 5. The Power of Time. There's no force in finance more powerful than time. Warren Buffett's wealth wasn't built overnight. He started young and stayed consistent. Compounding is quiet. It's not exciting at first. But over time, it becomes unstoppable. You can't control the market. But you can control when you begin. And the earlier you start, the less you have to strain. Let your money work for you, not through speed, but through duration. Chapter 6. tails drive everything. In both money and life, it's often a few outliers that make all the difference. One breakout investment, one incredible career decision, one lucky encounter. Housel calls these tail events. They are rare, but powerful. Most of Warren Buffett's portfolio growth came from a handful of winning investments. One Google, one Amazon. This is true for negative events too. Market crashes, major losses, unexpected downturns. The lesson: leave room for surprise. Don't count on everything going right. And don't assume disaster won't strike. Your strategy should account for both. Because wealth is built not by avoiding tails, but by being prepared for them. Chapter 7. Wealth is what you don't see. Society often praises what's visible: luxury cars, designer clothes, big houses. But real wealth is quiet. It's the money not spent. It's the options kept open. It's the freedom to walk away. True wealth is often unrecognized because it's stored, not shown. If you're constantly trying to impress others, you're spending the very thing that builds real freedom. Financial independence doesn't have an Instagram filter, and that's what makes it powerful. Chapter 8. Avoiding stupid is smarter than being brilliant. You don't need to outsmart everyone. You just need to avoid self-destruction. Many people lose wealth not because they weren't smart, but because they weren't careful. Massive debt, overconfidence, speculation, impulse decisions. Success comes not from hitting home runs, but from staying in the game. Financial resilience often means making simple, consistent choices. Boring? Maybe. But boring is safe. And safe is what keeps the future intact. Master your behavior. Master your money. This book isn't about financial hacks or clever strategies. It's about understanding what truly drives your decisions. The market will always be unpredictable. But your behavior can be steady. When you master your emotions, when you create margin, when you act with humility and patience, you give yourself an edge far greater than any stock tip. Study yourself. Know your triggers. Value the invisible. Because financial success is not built by knowledge alone. It's built by applying that knowledge with wisdom, discipline, and self-awareness. This was The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, brought to you by Success Resources, Books Insights. You don't need to become more. You need to become present. This is more than mindset. It's a mission. Keep seeking, keep growing, keep giving, and together, let's make the world rich. Again. If this helped shift your perspective, subscribe now to the Success Resources Books Insights channel, where wisdom meets action, and your financial future gets a little brighter with every listen.